Hey YouTubers. Okay, what you hear in the background is G. Craig Lewis, The Truth About Hip Hop. But I want to make a really quick video. First, I'm going to do a better homosexuality video in part 2, but not right now. But quickly, I had one of those days where exposure occurred. Many times I will pray a prayer of exposure, and I will ask God to expose my enemies, expose how someone feels about me, expose a situation, and He does. I didn't pray a prayer of exposure about this situation specifically, but I have been talking to God about this person at my job, this woman. And today I had confirmed exactly how she felt about me. When I first met her, she was guns blazing, happy-go-lucky, soror, soror, soror. Then she changed up. Okay, I know how I can be, and I can get withdrawn, and I can get distant. A thought can cross my mind, and I don't want to be bothered anymore. So I just let it be. When I saw her, I would speak to her. Sometimes I would go seek her out and go give her a hug. But I definitely knew that she didn't want to be bothered. But again, I didn't know, and I didn't feel or have a strong desire to find out. I figured she want me to know, she'll tell me. I'm not going to run after her because I don't have to deal with her like that. So the way everything came to a head today was foul. She had crossed my mind, so I went to go say hi to her. I found out where her new seat was. I walked over to her, gave her a hug. Hey, Soror, how you doing? I gave her a hug. I leaned over her desk and I pointed at something she had, like a gingerbread clock, and I picked up this fan she had on her desk, so I extended myself, and she said, "Oh, girl, that's my foot." And when she said it, I kind of had a vague recollection that I had kicked or stepped on, like, her foot, but it wasn't anything conscious. And so I jokingly kind of took my foot and put it towards her foot, like to tap it. And she said, "Oh, come on now, I'm your elder, don't do that, apologize at least." And I just kind of, laughed and said bye. And so as I'm walking away, I'm saying to myself, I'm saying to God, yeah, she definitely don't want to be bothered. So you know what? It's a wrap. I won't seek her out anymore. Already decided. I can, you know how you walk up to someone or you talk to someone, they can text you or email you, and you can feel the energy coming off of them, this presence, this aura. They don't want to be bothered. And I wasn't confused about it any longer, and I just accepted it at that moment. So I went into a training, and I get a text message from her that she didn't like how I came up to her desk. It bothered her how I came up to her desk. That was the first sentence. And then she went on to say how I hit her foot, and I didn't even apologize for it, and she didn't like how I handled that, and that just keep it high and by and keep it moving. So I hit her back because once upon a time, people could talk crazy to me, they could disrespect me, and I would just take it. So I hit her back, and I told her, "You haven't been wanting to be bothered. You're just using your foot as an excuse. If you ever want to discuss the real reason, holler." So then she hits me back. I know, I'm stupid. So then she hits me back, and she's like, "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear you say that. I don't want your friendship or your confidence. Something, something, something." So she's telling me exactly what she thinks about me, how she feels about me, what place she's placed me in, but she's trying to make it sound like it just happened. So I hit her back again saying, this is manufactured drama, and you're trying to play it off about your foot. You've been feeling that way, and that's fine. And Long story short, as far as I was concerned, it was already a wrap. It's definitely a wrap. She's full of it. She's not as real as she thinks she is. So I get home, I start talking to God, I start praying. I had already decided to come home and pray. Because well, that's another story. Because I have to make sure I keep my job, because if you see my other videos, you see how I ended up stuck out here in Florida with nothing and no one. So I know how to pray and fast and fight, and that's what I'm doing now. So anyway, during the prayer time, the Lord told me to text her and apologize for stepping on her foot. So it came from out of nowhere, and I'm like, what? Why should I call her up or text her to apologize to her when we both know that's not the real issue? So I ended up doing it anyway. And what came to me after I did it, text her to apologize. Real simple, to the point, nothing extra. I apologize for stepping on your foot. That was it. No slick remarks, nothing sarcastic, no little digs, just to the point. God started showing me closed doors, closing doors so Satan can't come in. So that issue with her is an open door. No matter what the root cause is, no matter